YouTuber Nikita Thakur ignited a firestorm with her video alleging discrimination against Indians in South Korea. Her video quickly went viral, amassing over 1 million views and sparking widespread discussion. Thakur claimed that South Korea systematically denies entry to Indians based on their ethnicity, a serious accusation that caught many off guard. She presented a video clip of a club seemingly refusing entry to Indian men, which added fuel to the fire. She also highlighted a government notice suggesting it outlined physical requirements for jobs that excluded Indians, further intensifying the controversy. Thakur's video struck a nerve, sparking outrage and disappointment among viewers from various backgrounds. Many expressed anger toward South Korea, accusing the nation of prejudice and racism, and demanding answers. The video's claims, if true, painted a troubling picture of South Korea's treatment of Indians, raising serious questions. The video fueled a heated debate about discrimination and ignited a search for further evidence to support Thakur's allegations, with many hoping for clarity and justice. However, Thakur's narrative faced immediate pushback from various corners of the internet. Several YouTubers and individuals challenged her claims, accusing her of spreading misinformation and creating unnecessary panic. They argued that her video relied on misinterpretations and exaggerations, presenting a skewed perspective of South Korea that didn't reflect the reality on the ground. These critics called for a more balanced view, urging viewers to consider alternative viewpoints and do their own research before jumping to conclusions. Raj, the man featured in Thakur's video at the club, stepped forward to clarify the situation and provide context. He explained that the club's policy was not about nationality, but about enforcing rules consistently, regardless of origin, to ensure a safe environment for all patrons. He emphasized that the Korean notice Thakur presented did not impose physical standards for employment, contrary to her claims. Instead, it stressed the importance of inner qualities such as integrity, dedication, and professionalism. Raj, married to a Korean and a longtime resident, offered a first-hand perspective that directly contradicted Thakur's generalizations, highlighting the importance of understanding cultural nuances. Furthermore, research revealed that widespread discrimination against Indians in South Korea was unlikely. South Koreans generally lack awareness about Hinduism and Islam, making targeted discrimination improbable. The incident involving a van displaying an anti-Hindu and Muslim message appeared to be an isolated case, not representative of broader societal sentiment. This new information encouraged a more nuanced understanding of the situation, moving away from sweeping generalizations about South Korean society. Instead of perpetuating negativity, YouTubers like Abhiraj Rajadyaksha and Niyati Mavinkurve encouraged introspection. They highlighted areas where Indians could improve their own behavior abroad. They emphasized the importance of self-awareness, acknowledging that negative perceptions of Indians might stem from certain observed behaviors. This call for self-reflection resonated with many, including myself. As an Indian American, I've encountered prejudice firsthand. I recall an incident while traveling in Europe. I was at a souvenir shop and the shopkeeper ignored me while assisting other customers. When I finally got her attention, she dismissively told me the prices were fixed, implying I was trying to haggle. It was a small incident, but it left me feeling invisible and stereotyped. Another time, I was on a dating app, and a woman messaged me saying, "I don't date Indian guys." It was blunt and hurtful. These experiences, while anecdotal, highlight the reality of prejudice that many Indians face globally. They underscore the importance of acknowledging these biases, both within ourselves and in others. Section 5. Stereotypes and Misinformation, Fueling the Fire. Rajadyaksha and Mavinkurve pointed out common complaints about some Indians' behavior abroad. These included harassment, poor hygiene, disregard for rules, and a sense of entitlement. They argued that demanding respect from others requires self-respect and responsible conduct. This critical self-assessment challenged the notion of Indians being solely victims of prejudice. It encouraged a more balanced perspective, acknowledging that our actions can contribute to negative perceptions. Loy Machedo, an Indian YouTuber based in Thailand, echoed this sentiment. He argued that the world often sees the worst examples of Indian behavior, overshadowing the positive aspects of Indian culture. He criticized behaviors like loudness, haggling, poor tipping, rule breaking, bribery, rudeness, and lack of personal hygiene, which contribute to negative stereotypes. Section 6. A Call for Change, Embracing Inclusivity. Machedo's bluntness, while jarring to some, aimed to spark a conversation about the impact of individual behavior on collective perception. His words were not meant to offend, but to provoke thought and self-awareness. Acknowledging and addressing these issues is crucial for improving the global image of Indians. It's about recognizing the power of our actions and how they shape perceptions. His approach, though direct, emphasized the need for honest self-reflection within the Indian community. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for growth and understanding. It's not about accepting blame, but about taking responsibility for our actions and striving to be better ambassadors of our culture. We must aim to represent our heritage with pride and integrity. The debate sparked by Thakur's video, while fueled by misinformation, highlighted a larger issue: the persistence of stereotypes and the need for greater cultural sensitivity. It opened up a necessary dialogue about how we view and treat each other. It's a reminder that we must be critical consumers of information, especially in the age of social media. We need to verify facts before forming opinions. We must question narratives that reinforce stereotypes and seek out diverse perspectives. By doing so, we can foster a more inclusive and understanding world. Section 7. Cultural Sensitivity, Bridging the Divide. The incident involving the Korean notice also underscored the importance of cultural context. What might seem offensive or discriminatory in one culture might be completely innocuous in another. For example, the emphasis on inner qualities in the Korean notice might stem from Confucian values, which prioritize respect for elders and social harmony. Instead of assuming malicious intent, we should approach cultural differences with curiosity and an open mind. This requires active listening, empathy, and a willingness to learn from each other. By engaging in meaningful dialogue, we can bridge cultural divides and foster greater understanding. Section 8. Systemic Change, Dismantling Discrimination. While individual responsibility is crucial, it's essential to acknowledge the systemic nature of discrimination. Prejudice is often deeply ingrained in institutions, policies, and societal structures. Addressing these systemic biases requires a multi-pronged approach, including policy changes, diversity training, and accountability measures. Governments and organizations must take proactive steps to promote inclusivity and dismantle discriminatory practices. This includes ensuring equal opportunities in education, employment, and housing, regardless of ethnicity, religion, or national origin. Section 9. Education and Awareness, Challenging Prejudices. Education plays a vital role in combating prejudice. By teaching children about different cultures, religions, and ethnicities, we can foster empathy and understanding from a young age. Educational initiatives should challenge stereotypes, promote critical thinking, and encourage respectful dialogue. Media literacy is also crucial in today's digital landscape. Individuals must be equipped to critically evaluate information, identify biases, and discern fact from fiction. Promoting media literacy empowers individuals to challenge misinformation and avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Section 10. The Power of Empathy. Understanding our shared humanity. Ultimately, combating prejudice requires empathy and a recognition of our shared humanity. We must remember that behind every stereotype is a complex human being with their own unique experiences, aspirations, and struggles. When we approach others with empathy, we begin to see beyond superficial differences and recognize our common ground. Empathy allows us to connect on a deeper level, fostering compassion, understanding, and a sense of shared humanity. Section 11. Building a more inclusive world, a collective effort. Creating a more inclusive world requires a collective effort. It requires individuals to challenge their own biases, engage in respectful dialogue, and advocate for change. It requires communities to embrace diversity, foster inclusivity, and celebrate their differences. And it requires institutions to dismantle discriminatory practices, promote equal opportunities, and create a level playing field for all. The journey towards a more inclusive world is ongoing. It requires constant reflection, learning, and action. By working together, we can create a world where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to reach their full potential, regardless of their background.